Good after early evening, you sexy man pajamas. You saw that video go live this morning, or a little bit ago. I finished it this morning at the shipper. I went to that racetrack right around the corner. I was soaking wet because it was raining. It didn't rain enough to where, while I was driving this morning, it was kind of spitter spattered here and there and all that crap. A little bit of rain here and there, but it really started coming down when I got to the shipper. Of course, it's going to come down steadily the entire time while I'm on the ground having to do work, open the doors, slide the tandems, drop the trailer, disconnect from the trailer, pull forward, all that crap. And then you got to go back and do it all again, reconnect, hook the airlines up, bring the landing gear up, close the doors, slide the tandem. It rained out the entire time I was soaking wet. So it is now 5:13 in the p.m. I am 101 miles away from my pickup to my Stockton trip in Middlefield, Ohio. It's a drop and hook pickup, and then we'll head west. Now, last night, where I was able to, I stopped early. I wanted to do a split. I got like 3 hours, 25 minutes sleep, or off duty time, and then I had that 4.5 hours or whatever left to drive this morning, and I got to there. And I got to that truck stop, and I had like maybe 20 minutes left on my clock. So I went back to sleep berth, and 7 hours later, boom, I was able to get some 7 hours back of driving. So that's what I'm on now. And the whole split sleeper thing is still foreign to me, because I wasn't allowed to do it for the last 2+ years at Snyder, right? So now that I have the option, I got to learn how to do it properly. And I'm talking to my boys, KO, Fidel, and D, and they all said, because even though the Moto VLD is not showing that I will get this time back at this time, it just pops up, because everything was showing 0, 0, 0, then my remaining 70. But then once that 7 hours was up on my second part of my split, boom, I had 7.5 hours of drive time I could do today. So I'm like, yeah, sweet. So I was sitting at the racetrack talking to them. We're doing a countdown, and it showed up. It happened. So good. So that's where I'm doing now. I'm going up here to pick this load up, which has to be picked up before midnight tonight, because it's 2,400 miles to Reno, right? So, and I'm struggling on hours. I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna just grab it, go west somewhat. I'm on I-80 right now in Ohio. I'm gonna take 80 all the way. Of course, I gotta go through Wyoming and all that shit, which is gonna be, windy as crap up in that area. But hopefully, but it's a 15,000 pound load. We're gonna be light. But we got a 10 a.m. Reno delivery. And then the finished load is in Stockton at 8 a.m. the next morning on Thursday. So we're going to get this load and just head west, and hopefully we don't run out of hours. And we got to follow up too. If I can run the hours properly, if I can't do a reset on that one either, because I wouldn't have time to do a reset and get 2,400 miles away over the weekend. So that might be an issue on that one. So I think what I'm going to do is, we'll come Monday, I'm going to contact them and say, take that follow-up load off, the Thursday load off from out of California, just because of time constraints. I think that's what I'm going to do, and maybe look for something else, maybe a little bit shorter, to where maybe I can squeeze a 34, get my hours back. I'd rather do a 34 on the weekend versus during the weekday, but it really doesn't matter when I do it over here on this at Mercer, because the way our pay structure works, it really doesn't matter when I do it, to be honest. But I guess it's the feeling of when you're doing it is versus the cost or practicality of how you do whatever. I'm talking crap next. My brain still really isn't functioning properly. I'm still foggy because of the 3 a.m. crap. When I got up, I was in Central Time, 1:45, so it was 2:45 Eastern. But I went back to sleep, slept for about 4 hours this morning. I can't sleep through the day much, but I slept. But I woke up scared, like, oh my God, I overslept, I turned the alarm off, I'm late or whatever. I hate waking up feeling that way. So, but I didn't. I had plenty of time. I was able to get the video uploaded for today, and that's the important thing. Y'all got it on time. So, anyway, like I said, we were down 97.4 miles away from picking this package up, from picking this load up, and then we'll check in from there after we figure out everything we got to do. Thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate you clicking on today's video. Let's see what the rest of this trucking world has in store for us today, shall we? All right, we are here. We just checked in at security. Go around here and go around yonder, and then find a open spot, drop the empty near a Mercer trailer if you can. If not, just drop it anywhere. And then we're going to go try to find door 22, which is where our trailer was in, and if it's been let go and so forth. And if it's not in the dock, then we got to search for it on the yard. This lady here, she's a hoot. We were, I don't know, we were bullshitting. She was talking shit to me, I was talking shit to her, back and forth, West Virginia, Ohio, Buckeyes, Mountaineers, nuts, all that crap. She went, hey, I'm not even from here. I was like, I can tell you ain't. You're probably Canadian, eh? And I was like, let's talk about boats and coaches. She just started laughing. And then, is there anybody here? I don't think there is. No, there's nobody here. Yeah, that's just during the week. We're gonna come back here. We're gonna bust a left. So it's now 7:06 in the PM. Oh, okay, yeah, my damn yard move kicked off on me. Okay, whatever. Oh no, I'm still in yard move at 12 miles an hour. I just don't. I'll do the test here in a little bit, see when it kicks off. So preferably find Mercer trailers and park next to Mercer trailers. But if not, she said, just put it in a spot and the yard dogs will move it. I'm just gonna put it in a spot. First spot I see here on my left. Let's see, landstar. I don't see any obvious Mercer trailers anyway. Bunch of landstars though. You know what? I'm gonna do a loop-de-loop and take this pull through right here to my left, right beside of this jbhunt intermodal. No point in backing if you ain't gotta. Just cause you can don't mean you oughta. Oh, I'm a poet. And while I'm going around this loopy-loop, I still haven't seen a Mercer trailer in this batch. While I'm doing loop-de-loop, I can check out door 22, which is kind of right there to our left, right behind us, if we're in the dock still. And if we are, then we know where our trailer is. If we're not, then we'll have to look on the pad. Z61249, is that my trailer? Z61249. So my trailer is right there in the dock. Now she said the last driver it wasn't unhooked. Is mine unhooked? I'll know real quick by looking at the flashy light. If it's got a flashy light, that one's got fairings, so I can't see. It's got a green light, so it should be unhooked. Shouldn't have any problems with that. All right, so let's just drop this bitch, come back over here and pick that up. A Dewey Pile, custom dedicated, yes sir. Right here. Big old wide spot. Big old wide spot. Waxmata, Nahata. And boom, right there. All right, let's drop this bad boy. All right, we're at the trailer, so we got a couple things to do. Tannins look good. We got a green flashing light, so let's do the arm test first. Trailer's super high. You see how hard it is? Almost an elbow. For me, my arm test should be right about here. So let's crank this bitch down a little bit, but first let's go look and make sure it's unlocked from the dock, just because she mentioned it to me. With the green light, I wouldn't have even thought about it, to be honest. You can see it's unlocked. The bar is down. How's the tires looking for this 2,400 mile trip? We'll get out and do a full pre-trip once we get it out from the dock. But the initial exam looks okay. But again, we gotta lower this thing down to match our arm, because that's too high for our truck. So it's supposed to be about 15,000 pounds or so. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna do both hands. All right, again, I've told y'all this before, like I'm standing next to the front of the trailer. Now the arm test, it's right there, just above my wrist. Just above my wrist. But I'm 6'5". So once you know how high your trailer needs to be to get a good solid connection, do that before you back under it, to reduce your chances of high pinning. You always get out and look too. You gotta make sure the alignment's right and all that good stuff. But we're gonna connect to this, yank it out, look at the cargo, finish the pre-trip, and start heading west. All right, now when I say when you get that right height adjustment, for me, once I get that right height adjustment on my arm, where I've learned over the time I've been out here, is once I get under the trailer, it lifts it up where the landing gear is about 2 inches off the ground. For me, that's the perfect height to connect to my trailer. I've already pulled it out. We just did the brake test. It's airing up, so while we're going around checking the lights and the pre-trip, we gotta put the seal on. We're finishing up the pre-trip. We gotta make sure all the lights and everything work. So far, so good. We even slid our tannins back a little bit further just because we're going to cross Wyoming, and that's going to be probably windy up in that northern plains. And I might even have to slide them back further once we get back there. Mud flaps. Let's look at our load. Stockton. Is that all Stockton? Okay, Stockton and Reno. Stockton back there. I don't even know what's going where. I'll have to look at that stuff when we get a little closer. That's it. You got the manifest up there. Okie dokie. Check the lights. Let's see. Missed the cycle. Boom, boom, blinkers. Boom, boom, brakes. 1, 2, 3 markers up top. Check the license plate. Yep, shiny on my hand. All right, so let's close the door. There we go. It's got a double door on the left, or double handle door on the left, double latch rather. It's got a single on the right. Everything totally opposite from what I've been used to at the pumpkin patch. All right, put the seal on. All right, seal is on. The seal is on. Boom, boom. The seal is on. Do, 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 do. Good tread on the tires. Come on, blinky blink. Blink, damn you. Blink! There you go. All right, all we're gonna do now is go back up front, see what she's got to do to check me out. Well, we got to enter in our destination on the GPS, so we have a accurate timeline of how long it's going to take us to get to Reno and how to manage our hours from this point forward. All lights work on the tractor, all lights work on the trailer. That's the trip plan. Now, it's not hot out by any means. It's like 72 degrees. The big boy walking around, warm. All right, so let's put it in the trucker path to Reno. Let's see what it says. G&G Logistics, that's it. Ooh, 2,283 miles, judging by the pre-trip or the pre-route. $22.87, 32 hours and 52 minutes from now. About $50 in tolls, estimated through trucker path. And that's just taking 80 straight across, all the way. Okay. How many hours do I currently have left on my 70? 31. Today's Saturday. I started getting some recasts back on Wednesday. Tuesday, but not much on Tuesday. But I got to deliver this thing Wednesday. But I'm only gonna run a couple more hours tonight. Park, get a full teaning, get a full clock, and just drive balls out. I mean, it says 32 hours. Now, if you're going 10-hour days, or even 11-hour days, 3 days straight, that's 700 plus miles a day. But then again, you are going to cross 80. Meaning you got some 80 and 85 zones in that area. So, I don't know. We're gonna go as fast and as safe as possible to get there by Wednesday for the, yes, it's right here, 10 a.m. delivery on Wednesday the 18th, and the 7 a.m. delivery on Thursday the 19th for the final drop. And then we come back up to up around the Reno area, pick up our next load that same day. All right, so let me go ahead and hit departure here. I'll leave that blank. Bill of lading is already in. My signature, LAW. Trailer is Z 61249. Seal is 761276. 761276. And submit. Oh, number of pieces, 43. Submit. So that, oh, that was for one. Should have did both total. I should have did the math. Oh well, it is what it is. Can't edit it, right? Nope. All right. All right, there's that. Let's go into macro point now. Click departed out of here. Hit OK. All right. Everybody's tracking me. Everybody's happy. All right. We are tight hit the road. We should be good. I think this goes back to 1, 2. No, these are both mine. I already signed everything for her, so I don't need to give her anything. I just got to give her a wave on the way out. We should be good. Let's go. All right, we just got to the west side of Cleveland limits. We're actually at Rocky River, Ohio now. We're on 90 west. Our fuel light's been playing peekaboo with us for a little bit, but now it's finally on. So we're going to go ahead and stop at this pilot here another 12 miles and get some fuel. Not a whole lot, just fill up the driver's side tank and we'll get some better fuel somewhere else. Up here is just outrageous. So I don't know the exact price. I didn't even look at car control to find the cheapest price. I just had to find the closest one because they started playing peekaboo back at me as I was pulling out the shipper. So, and the closest pallet was 61 miles away. So we're gonna stop there, grab fuel, grab some fresh monsters, and we've got 3 hours left on our clock right now. 3 hours and 11 minutes. We're not going to go all the way to 11 because right now it's 8:40. We'll probably go to 10. We're not a couple hours anyway. Get on 80, start heading west, stop at a service plaza somewhere. They got free showers. I'm gonna get a shower tonight and get up in the morning and just head the hell out and start heading west and just max days, man. We gotta do max days over the next 3 days, and because delivery in Reno is Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Granted, I get hours. We gain hours along the way because of the time changes, but regardless of the time changes, our DOT clock stays, it still counts what we're using, regardless whether we're gaining back time or not. But work time's work time, regardless of what time zone you're in. It still calculates. So we got 9.5 miles to get to exit 151, which is where we're getting off to the pallet to get fuel. I'm assuming it's still going to be Rocky River, but whatever town that happens to be in. All right, we are here at the pallet, which happens to be in Avon, Ohio. On-duty fuel, boom. Now let's check and see how much we're paying here. That'll determine how much we're going to get. Car control, thumbprint. Went ahead and transferred money to the card again. Find fuel, search nearby. Pallet where we're at, 312 with 64 cents savings. Alright, so we're only going to get the driver's side, we get about 5 gallons of DEF, and that's it. Let's go back home and let's just hit the dynamic prompt to wake up the card. Okay, 8036. 8036 is our code. Fuel. 8036 is our code. 8036. Remember that. 8036. There's that. Boom. Diesel and DEF. 426 for DEF. 8036 is our code. 8036 is our trip number in the app. Yeah, 8036. 8036. Control number is stored. Okay. And bada boom, bada bing, bada bing, bam, boom, boom. And no cash advance, no products in store. Continue, and 899732 is our pump code. All right, let's get fuel. All right, we just stopped at this travel plaza, the Erie Travel Plaza in Sterling, Ohio. We have 2 hours and 9 minutes left on our clock, but we're going to save that for the next couple of days. Go ahead and call it quits. So we got 29 hours on our 70. We got 2,177 miles to go, 31 hours, 7-minute estimated time. So, we'll get some recasts back, I said, in a couple of days. We'll start getting some recasts back. So, we should be good. We should be good to get to California, drop this load off, and get our next one and come back to Alabama. We should be good running our recaps. But we'll see. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. This was, I know, a short vlog. I didn't do any road footage or anything like that. I didn't even have the laptop hooked up. So, first experience, figuring out the best way to do split brakes. I'll be honest, I kind of liked the split today. Is because, let's say you go through a day shift, you go through a day of bullshit traffic or whatever. Go take a nap. Come back out in the evening. All the traffic's gone. So, and I said when I first came out trucking, I truly believed that was going to be a night shift guy to begin with. But it just didn't happen that way. And the reason I believe that is because of my previous 25 years in my other profession, I was night shift. Always. All the time. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but whatever. I do what I need to do to make it work. I have my own way. I like the truck. I like my own schedule and all that shit. I do it my way. But when things need to be changed because of time constraints, then you do what you have to. It is what it is. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate all the support. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to end this vlog. I'm going to transfer the files, and now while they're transferring, I'm going to reply to you guys' comments because I haven't looked at it all day today. Even though I see them coming through, I've been driving. And then once I edit the video, while it's rendering, I'm gonna go inside here and get me a free shower at this travel plaza. If you didn't know, the Ohio Turnpike does offer free showers for truckers in the plazas here. So then I'll come back in here, and if it's done, I'll upload it. If not, I'll go to sleep and I'll upload it in the morning. So thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good night. And when you lay your head down tonight, just be sure to tell yourself, country loves you, because you know I do. See you guys. Wrong button.